This week, we are tackling the difficult topic of suicide as numbers rise at startling rates, especially among young people.
Yeah, so suicide rates jumped 33% between 1999 and 2019. Then there was a small decrease in 2020. But to put it into perspective, 46,000 people died by suicide in 2020.
When I was 23 years old, I stood at our church pulpit and delivered the eulogy at the funeral of a man who was dedicated husband, father, farmer, and friend. That man was my dad, and my dad died by suicide.
Suicide is the biggest killer of men under 45 in the UK. 12 men a day, 84 a week, one every 2 hours. One of those men was my childhood best friend, Steve Yates.
Every 3 seconds, someone thinks of taking their life. Unfortunately, every 40 seconds, someone succeeds.
In the year 2021, the highest number of suicides ever in the history of India happened in 2021. Over 130,000 people committing suicide.
If things are going wrong with your life, it's bad enough. If you get depressed, you're only multiplying the problem.
Whenever something hurts you, there are two options. You can either become wounded or you can become wise. This is the choice. The more things hurt you early on in your life, the wiser you should have become. But unfortunately, most people become wounded. The reason why people have not even learned to manage their thought and emotion. By the time you're 10, you should have learnt it. At 60, people still don't know how to manage their thought and emotion. They're standing up like ghosts in their life. They don't need anybody's help. They can go on endlessly creating suffering for themselves. Especially if the world around you turns against you, is it not very, very important that your intelligence stands up for you? What happened 10 years ago, you can still suffer. What may happen day after tomorrow, you're already suffering. You're suffering your own intelligence. When will you learn how to handle my thought, how to handle my emotion, how to handle my body, how to handle my chemistry? When are you going to figure this? This one thing you must fix, that is, in your life, you are not the issue. Whatever the issue, we'll do our best, but this should not be the issue. This is why yoga is needed. Yoga does not mean twisting and turning. Yoga means turning inward, finding the source of who you are, touching that intelligence within you which is beyond your psychological and physiological process. This needs to happen to maximum number of people.